Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please ensure to like, share, and subscribe. And also click the bell notification in the top right-hand corner to be made aware anytime I upload tutorials or videos to YouTube. All right, let's craft together. All right, guys, so today I'm going to be doing another DTV directive vinyl transfer. This is going to be done in Cricut Design Space. So I'm going to be trying something a little bit different this time with the DTV. I'm going to be actually placing this on a dress instead of a t-shirt. So we're going to see how this turns out. All right, so here we are in Cricut Design Space. This is the image that I'm going to be working with. So I'm going to go ahead over to the right and click on Add to Canvas. And it brings my image in. Now, the only thing I don't really like about this image is the nose. I think the nose could have had a better job. You have like this black thing going around the outline going around the nose. That's the only thing I don't like. But other than that, I think it's a cute image. Oh, and plus it could have been white here. So I'm probably going to use some acrylic paint after I finish this to try to put some white on here because I think it'll make the image pop. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the colors because I want to use pink instead of this green. So everything that's pink, everything that's green, I'm going to change it to pink. And I'm going to show you the quickest way that I know how to do it. So first of all, we're going to make this image the 6.75 by 9.25 because that's the largest that you can print in Cricut Design Space. So we're going to come up to the lock proportions here. We're going to click that one time. And we're going to type in the 6.75 by 9.25. We're going to go ahead and lock that back. So that's our sizing that we can do inside Cricut Design Space. The other thing is we're going to go ahead and we're going to click on her bow here. And we're going to change the color. So I kind of want a pink color. I want a pink color. Let's see. Ugh, that's not pink, Doris. That's all of like a dark purple looking. All right, so let me bring this over and see if I can get in the pinky family. I'm not wearing my glasses, so y'all bear with me. All right, so I'm gonna, okay, that's a little bit better. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna click on, let's see if I like any of these pinks a little bit better. Still not really pinky. And then that's going reddish. All right, let's see. Let's go back and bring this over a little bit. And all right, I gotta learn my colors. That is definitely not pink. All right, so I'm gonna show you what you can do. I'm gonna get a pink color. Give me 1 second here. And color pink. All right, so I'm gonna get a pink color and see if I can get this to work. So I'm gonna type in a color of a pink. And I'm actually getting this off of the internet, guys. So if you're wondering where I'm getting this number to type in, I'm just using color codes. So I'm going to try this FE70 Baby Daddy BD. All right, now that pink, I like that pink. I like that pink. I think I like that. All right, so we're going to go with that pink. Now I'm going to show you the quickest way to actually get change all of your green to pink. So you're going to come up to where you have two tabs here. You have one that says layers on the right and one that says color sync. You're going to click on color sync, and then you're going to take everything that is in green, and you want to make sure you're on this line here, and we're going to drag it down to the pink. Let's try it again. All right, Cricut, stop acting crazy. Okay, it may not do it because I'm using a color that is not Cricut related. Yeah, it doesn't like it. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do it if we were using a Cricut color. Wait a minute. Cricut just took my image all the way away. Oh, God, Cricut, gotta love it. All right, where did you go to? Y'all see that? All right. What I don't have time to do is play with Cricut. All right. So, yep, it took my image. There we go. All right, let's try it one more time before I say, okay, Cricut doesn't like my color sync, so it's not going to work. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to do this. So I'm going to take my pink color, and I'm going to write down the number because I do want that color pink. And I don't want to have to keep moving colors. So, all right, I got the color right here anyway. FE70 Baby Daddy. Okay, I'm gonna keep my color pink there. All right, so if we were using a Cricut color, I guess, let's try that. So let's say I use this really lime greenish color, and actually let's get out of the green family so it'll make more sense. Let's go yellow. And let's say you wanted to change all the green to yellow. The quickest way to do it is on the right side where you have your layers and your color sync. So you have two tabs. You click on color sync, and then you take the color that you want to change it to, and you move it to the color you want it to be. So I'm going to take all of the green, and it's still not letting me. I don't know why. There we go. All right, I'm going to try it again with my color. I think it's just where you land. So I'm going to go back and change this back to the color that I want. And let me see if I can get it to work this time. So I'm going to change this number letter combination here. And I'm going to make it FE70BD. All right. Then we're going to go over to color sync. I'm going to bring all the yellow down. And it looks like you have to wait until it changes from the little circle with the little line across, saying you can't do it until you get it to what you can see on my screen now. It just looks like the little cursor with a little plus sign. So I'm going to let it go. And there we go. So now we got all of our colors changed at one time instead of having to go to layers and click on every single solitary one to change the colors. Okay. So I'm going to, yeah, so that's that. And then I don't like that nose. I do not like that nose. So I'm going to take and I'm going to take that nose off because I don't like it. And I'm gonna see if this will work. I'm gonna put a shape. It doesn't matter what shape. I'm just gonna put a circle, a black circle, uh, like that. And then I'm gonna send that circle to the back. I like that better. I like that so much better. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna group all this together. And now I have a better, prettier looking nose than that square thing. I don't know what that square thing was, but it wasn't working for me. Okay, so now we have the nose here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put her initials, because one of the things that you don't want to do is you don't want to get in the habit of putting your kids' names, and this is going to be for my granddaughter. So you don't want to put your kids' names on their clothing, because, then strangers can just come up to them and say, "Hey, how you doing, so and so?" And the kid is looking crazy because they're like, "How do you know my name?" And it's right there on their clothes. And sometimes they forget they're wearing a shirt or jacket or whatever with their name on it. So I'm going to do her initials. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to text, and I'm going to type in her initials, M, D, G, and it's picking up the last font that I use, which is this Balega S Standard Regular. I'm going to use, I'm probably going to change this, but let me see. But I'm going to put this on the cup here, and I'm going to kind of make it a little bit small. And I'm also going to make the lettuce the same color as the pink, because that's just me. And then I'm going to add a crown right here, because at the top of the dress, it already says queen. So I'm going to go into images. And okay, you can see I've already been looking for a queen, but I didn't get far. So let's see if we can find a crown. I need a cute little crown that I can put on there. All right, did I go too far? Because I'm not seeing crowns. All right, that one is cute. Let's take that one. And we're going to add it to the canvas. And we're going to change that color to I want it kind of like that color. So I'm going to make it super small, because I'm going to have it hanging off of this here. So I'm going to rotate this, and the way you rotate is you just wait, you point your you click on the image and you point your cursor until your cursor changes to the double arrows with a little curve in it, and then you just turn the image. So we wanted something like that, but not that big, so we're going to have to make this even smaller. I don't want it to interfere with the nail. And I'm going to swirl it a little bit. All right, so I like that. So I have like the little crown hanging off, kind of her initials. All right, that's good enough. All right, so I'm gonna keep playing with this thing until, okay, I'm a little bit on the nail, but it's fine. All right, so I think this is it. And what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna highlight the entire thing, and we're gonna group it, and then we're gonna flatten it in the bottom right corner. That's gonna change it to a print then cut, just like that. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to send this to our printer, and then I'm going to cut it out on the direct to vinyl, the DTV. And yeah, and then we're going to iron it on the dress and see what it looks like. I think it's going to be cute, but I am going to paint the browns of these eyes. I'm going to paint it white with acrylic paint, um, and just see how it looks, because the brown eyes is not working for me. All right, so we're going to click on Make It in the top right corner. And because we're using DTV, we do not mirror our image. We're going to leave it just like this. And we're going to go ahead and hit Continue. And we're going to go ahead and send this to our printer. All right, I'm using my HP OfficeJet Pro 7740, and I'm going to remove the bleed because I really don't want it. And I'm going to click on Print. I'm going to use my own. Oops, glad I didn't do that. There's no paper in my machine, so let me go back. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm going to pause you for a second. All right, guys. So I'm going to cancel this for a second because when I printed that out on just regular paper, it looked like the nose part was gray and not black. So I'm going to go back. I want to make sure that it is, I'm going to unflatten. I'm going to come down to where that circle looks mighty black to me, but maybe it's just a dark gray. Da, da, da. I wish it would just pop up with color, but it doesn't. So we'll see if that changes, but I just want to make sure that it's not a gray nose. I would not like that. So we're going to click back on everything and flatten. All right, and then we're going to go back and make it. You know what? Let me even see what it looked like if I did not put a nose there all together. And that's because I'm taking y'all on a journey with me. But that's because, I already moved the nose all together and it'll have white space. So I will be forced to put something there, but I could change it to, no, I'm going to leave it. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Now y'all can see how it works when I'm not recording something. I overthink everything. You probably are guilty of doing that sometimes. All right, so I'm going to go back and click on Make It and continue because you don't mirror with DTV. We're going to send to printer. And we're going to take off the bleed. I'm going to use my system dialog. That's what I didn't hit the first time. And then click on print. Using system dialog will allow you to select your own printer settings. So I'm going to go to preferences. And I'm going to leave it on plain paper. I want print quality to be the best. And I want this on letter. And I'm going to put it in my main tray. And I think that's it. All right, so I'm going to hit print, and then I'm going to come up on the screen with you guys, and then we'll finish out the rest of this. So give me one moment, and I'm going to come up on camera. So here is our image and how it printed out. And so it looks really good. With the DTV, guys, if this is the first time you're experiencing the DTV, the paper is going to have like a gray side and then a white side, and you want to print on the white side. So when you put it into your printer, the gray side is going to be up, and that way when it goes through the printer, it's going to come through. Sorry, this is the gray side. The gray side is going to be up facing you, and the white side is going to be down in your printer, and that way when it goes through, it's going to print on the white side. All right, so there is our image, and Your Caesar DTV is, you also have to have a mask. The mask, I'm going to show you what the mask looks like here. This was a bundle set, so it came with the mask and the paper. But the mask is kind of like what we call transfer tape, but it's not transfer tape. So please do not use transfer tape in place of the mask. You're going to end up with a big mess on your hands. But it has a clear side. You'll peel that off, and then you would put it on top. You would put it on top of your image, and then you would lift up the image onto your transfer sheet and then iron it on, okay? Because I'm using a large image that is just going to be cutting around the edges and just the inside of those little pieces, I don't need to use a mask, okay? You only need to use a mask if you have several sections and it's broken up and it's not a connected piece all in one, then you do need to use the mask so that it will pick up all of those little pieces, intricate pieces. I'm going to be putting this on this dress. So it's got the queen on it, and then I'm going to put her image or that image right here underneath queen. So the reason I wanted to test this out is because we're always putting images on t-shirts and things like that. So I wanted to try something different. So I saw this in the store today, and her birthday is coming up. So I wanted something that's still, you know, young, teenagerish, and not too adult. And so that's why I wanted to play around with the image that I'm going to be using. So this is where I'm going to be putting the image right underneath. And that's why I put that little queen on the cup to kind of make it blend in with everything else. But she loves pink. So that's why I stuck with the pink colors instead of gold, because I probably would have brought out the gold a lot more. So you're going to take your image, because I'm going to have Cricket to cut this for me because I just don't feel like it. So I'm going to have Cricket to cut this out for me. And I want to make sure that it doesn't pick up any white, because I don't want any white on here whatsoever. That's why I did not do the bleed. So we're going to see how it cuts with the bleed off. And you want to make sure that you get this thing on here good. And for some reason, my mat is not as sticky as I need it to be. So I'm going to put a little bit of tape. And we're going to use the material setting for this of printable vinyl light. Even though we're doing a dark transfer, you want to select light. I'm told that with the DTV, use light, whether you're using dark or light, always select light. That it cuts better that way. So I'm just going to put a couple of pieces of tape to help hold this baby in place, because what I don't need is problems. Y'all see how my gray is really in there, y'all. I'm old. I be trying to hide it, but it just want to be in the picture, so I'm going to let it show. My grays are getting serious because my birthday is coming up October the 12th, and I will be 58 years old. But don't y'all tell nobody, that is between you and I, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and check select my material setting. And I'm going to go to Browse All Materials. I'm going to type in print in the search field, and I'm going to select, again, it's actually printable iron-on light. Printable iron-on light is the setting that you want to select. Even if you're doing dark transfer, select light for the DTV, okay? So you can see I've put some tape on here just to secure it because, like I said, my mat is not super sticky. And my Cricut cutting machine is ready to receive my image. So I'm going to go ahead and load my mat, and we're going to get this party started. So we're going to heat press this at 310. Oh, it started going in and then it stopped. I'm like, what is going on? We're going to heat press this at 310 for 15 seconds. I am going to cover up this part because I don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to put a piece of paper on top of the queen And then I'm going to heat press this at 310 for 15 seconds. That is the recommendation for DTV. So that is what I'm going to be using. Okay. So we're going to see how this turns out. At first, I thought about putting something on the back instead of the front, but I just rather have something on the front. I don't need nobody looking at the back of my granddaughter. Okay. And I don't have to worry about her seeing this video because they never watch my videos, even though I ask them to, they never do. So it'll still be a surprise. All right, so it's getting ready to cut here. I'm going to show you guys. So you can see it's cutting here. And we're going to see what happens. It's a cutting. It looked like it got through those fingers, like tried to chop up my DTV. Oh, I hope it don't chop up these fingers. This cuts twice, guys. For those of you that are new to the DTV, this setting is going to cut twice. It looked like it's going to tear my fingers up, so. All right, it's done. We're going to see how much of it worked. Okay, I might be able to salvage it. But you can see how with the little hair part right here being kind of thin, it kind of pulled that up. So with the DTV, the name of the game is to pull away the part that you don't want. So that's what we would do here, is pull away from the image. And it looked like it still got a little bit of the white. And you have to be careful with this stuff, guys, because it's super thin, like paper almost. So when you're pulling, I try to hold down on my image so that it doesn't rip what's supposed to be there. So that's what we have so far. Let me see if I can salvage my fingers here. It was right on that edge. All right, let me see if I can salvage it. I don't want to use my good scissors, but this stuff is not super easy to cut. These are my good scissors, so if it give my good scissors problems, then we're gonna have an issue. Don't you dare cut that part. Okay, so we got one little piece off. Let's see if I can get this other one. All right, there we go. There's one little part. There we go. All right, so we were able to salvage her fingers. All I got to do is just make sure it's laying down. And there's a little part right in here that I need to pull up. I really did not want any white, but it looks like I'm going to be stuck with a little bit of white right there. And make sure her ear's down. All right, so I'm going to do one of my magic tricks in the end. I'm probably going to take a marker and try to get rid of some of this white permanent marker. I've done it before. But what we would do at this point is we would peel this image up. And again, be careful because it is very thin. We're going to peel it up just like that. And we're going to heat press it onto our dress here at 310 for 15 seconds. So I'm going to turn this back around here. So it is going to look like that. I think it's going to be super cute. Super, super cute. Okay. So I will meet you at the heat press and we will finish up here and see how it turns out. But I think it's going to be cute. I'm going to try to get some of this white off. So I'll be back. All right, guys, here we are at our heat press. I actually took and I moved the queen all the way out of the way so that I don't have to press over it. And now the trick is going to be getting this to lay flat down because it has those little curved pieces on it. So I'm going to do my best. To get it down. Down, baby. And I'm just using a piece of butcher paper here. And maybe the heat from that will make it start to kind of go down a little bit. Go down now. Go down. All right. Much better. At first I thought it wasn't going to stay down at all. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we are going to place our butcher paper. You can use butcher paper, you can use regular copy paper, you can use Teflon sheets, whatever works for you to help hold that image down, because again, we're not using any type of transfer tape for this, because transfer tape wasn't necessary because we're doing this on a large image where we just cut out everything in one piece. So make sure all that is sticking down, and we are going to press this for 15 seconds at 310 and see what we get, see how it turned out. And for those of you that may want to know, I purchased this dress at Walmart. It was $12 and something, but they had it on sale for $9. So I thought it would be a cute idea to try to test something out over just regular t-shirt transfers with the DTV to use another type of garment. So that's why I chose this dress. And I wanted to choose something that already had somewhat of a design on it to see, you know, how we could make it kind of blend together or come together as one. All right, so my heat press is almost where we need it to be. I'm going to pause you for a second and I'll bring you back when we're ready to start. All right, our heat press is ready. So we're going to go ahead and rock and roll here. We're going to press down 15 seconds. And we're going to see what we get. All right, there we have it. And now you can see it with the queen at the very top. I'm gonna turn it around here. Got some stuff on there. So you can see the full thing here. So we got the queen, and then we got the actual image. Let me turn my press off. And it looks like I did not get that top part, so I'm going to press this down right quick get that very top part. Even though I've cut my press off, it'll still be fine, because just this top part was leaning too far over. So I am going to heat this queen part here, but it'll be fine. All right. There we go. Much better. Make sure it's not coming up. All right, I'm going to turn you around so you can see the full thing here. So this is the dress. So we got our queen, and then we got our image. And again, I am going to go and I'm going to turn those eyes white. So when I post it, hopefully the acrylic will stick to the white part of the eyes. But I think it turned out really good. I think it turned out really nice. And I think she's going to like it. You can see it's a whole dress. All right, so this is your direct to vinyl DTV by Caesar. And we did not have to use the mask because it's just one full image. I did take a permanent black marker and go around the outside of the image because I did not want any white. So that's why you don't see any white on here. I did not cut it. I just actually used a permanent marker. All right, so that is it, guys. Try to, you know, purchase some items that have something already on them, or get a different item other than a t-shirt and try to use your DTV on that. And chime in the comments. Let me know if you've tried it. Chime in the comments and let me know if you will try it. It's very easy to do. So yeah, I want to thank those that are currently subscribed to my Facebook, Ken Doris's Cricut and Creative Crafters. If you would like to join, you get turned around here. If you would like to join my Facebook group, it's Ken Doris's Cricut and Creative Crafters. And if you're currently subscribed to my YouTube channel, I want to thank you guys so much for the love and support via YouTube. She turned out really cute. I can't wait to do those eyes. But if you are currently subscribed to my YouTube channel, thank you guys so much for the love and support that you show me via YouTube. And if you're not currently subscribed to my YouTube channel, then please, if you like my method of teaching, I try to show you from the beginning to the end how I do things. And if you don't understand something, just chime in the comments, because I do respond back to you, because I want to make sure that you're successful with your crafting project. But please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. I think my granddaughter is gonna love this. And tomorrow I have another item that's coming in off Amazon that I'm gonna be designing with SS10s that she'll be able to wear right along with this, but it's going to also be in pink. So stay tuned for that tutorial, because I'm going to do a tutorial on that, but it's going to be designing the back of a jean jacket with SS10 rhinestones, hot fix rhinestones. All right, so all right guys, that's it. We are done here. Like I said, I think this turned out really great. If you have that white border, you can do like I did. Before I ironed this on, I went around the edges with a permanent black marker, and I've done it on many occasions because I don't like the white on there. And when I wash it, it doesn't bleed or come out or anything like that. But make sure you're using a permanent marker. Okay, so that's why you don't see any white on here. But yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. And you know my motto is each one reach one so that each one can teach one. And you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Bye.